Hello everyone, welcome to my match preview for the Ireland versus Slovakia game. Ireland, let's be honest, we're dog shit. We have been poor since the 2002 World Cup, since Roy Keane was around. I think the real problem with Irish football over the last 20 or so years has been the FAI, and it's hard to look past that as the reason. And I suppose the globalisation of the Premier League, English teams scouting players and looking for players from abroad rather than across the water, rather than in Ireland. Yeah, it's as straightforward as that. We've been muck for the last 20 years or for the last 18 years or so. I'm going into this game cautiously optimistic because we've hired a new manager. We've hired Stephen Kenny, and to be honest, with international football, I couldn't give a fuck. I couldn't give a toss about friendlies. I think the big games are the qualifiers. Those are the ones that the manager will be judged on, Stephen Kenny. This is a big one. This is a playoff game. It's about time we nourish the new blood. We nourish the likes of Adam Ida, the likes of Troy Parrott into the team. But it remains to be seen whether they are the answer. I really hope they are, and I really hope Irish football digs itself out of this massive hole that it's in. And tomorrow's a start. Tomorrow is a start. Tomorrow is where we judge Stephen Kenny, whether he's the real deal or not. And it's a big game. Slovakia are a very good team. They're very well organised, a very technical team that can actually play football, unlike us. Stephen Kenny is a manager that likes to play football. We know that. But I think he's also not an idiot. He knows the quality of our squad. He knows what's on the line tomorrow. And I think we have to go into this game with a bit of both. A bit of shithouse, a bit of Burnley, Sean Dyche football, and a bit of play ball, a bit of Stephen Kenny ball. We need to start a team that knows how to win these games to qualify for a major tournament. And I think in goal, Randolph in goal. The man's a genius. He shows up for the internationals. He doesn't get his game in England. I don't think he performs consistently at club level from what I could see, and that's why he doesn't really get his game in England. But I think he's the man tomorrow to start. Right back has to be Doherty. Seamus Coleman is injured. We've brought in Cyrus Christie. He won't start. It's got to be Doherty in right back. And he needs a big performance tomorrow because I feel he gets a bit lost in that Irish jersey sometimes. So I'm looking to Matt Doherty for a good performance because he's a proven Premier League player. He needs to lead by example. The two centre backs, we're going with John Egan and we're going with the big man Shane Duffy. He's getting game time at Celtic now. Celtic are playing him. Great signing for Celtic, I think. He's a leader. He's a born leader. John Egan, another good player. And then in left back, it's Enda Stevens. It has to be. We have really no other options. CDM. You need a bit of shithousery. You need a bit of shithousery in this position. It's got to be James McCarthy. I've looked at James McCarthy a few times this season for Palace, and he's actually looked alright. It seems like he's got his career back on track. We need someone in there to break up the play because you have the likes of Hamšík for Slovakia who's come back into the team. He will be running into them pockets. So I'm expecting a few crunching Sean Dyche tackles from James McCarthy tomorrow. We need him. We don't have Glenn Whelan, so beside him I've gone for Jeff Hendrick. I think he's in good form. He's in good form for Newcastle. And he's playing that cam position. He's playing a bit more attacking role. But I think he's a good midfielder. He's a good box to box, Jeff Hendrick. I think he can do a bit of both. And I think tomorrow he starts beside James McCarthy. Beside those two, it's a bit up in the air because Harry Arter's out of the team. Josh Cullen's come in for him. You have the likes of Hurahan, but I think you need someone a bit more attacking minded. And that's why I feel this fella's an absolute baller, by the way. He's the only player from the League of Ireland in the squad, and that says something. He plays for Shamrock Rovers, which is annoying, but he's a baller. Jack Byrne, I think we need someone who can actually keep the ball well at his feet, and he's a very good dribbler. So I've watched enough of him to know that he can handle the occasion, and I think Jack Byrne should start ahead of anyone else. You can't argue with this front three. They've all been in decent form. It's got to be Connolly on the left. You got to go with Connolly. He's playing week in, week out for Brighton. I think on the right, it's got to be Callum Robinson. I think he's in fabulous form for West Brom. He scored twice against us, he mugged us off, and I think you got to go for the form man every time. Leaving room for Didsy in the middle, David McGoldrick. Love this man. He's a link player. He brings more players into the game. He's not going to get the goals, maybe the odd time, but he's very important for the attack to get the team up the pitch. And they're probably going to have a good bit of the ball, so it's someone to knock it up to hold it up and to pass it to other players. So every day of the week when Goldrick starts. The Euros is being held in Ireland. That's to our knowledge right now. With this coronavirus thing, you don't know. If this coronavirus somehow fucks off by summer, then we can get the fans into the stadiums at a home Euros. That would be massive. Never happened before in Ireland. I'll be supporting. I think we can bring it home tomorrow. The right game plan. Don't do anything stupid. A bit of Burnley ball, as I said. And we'll be grand. And maybe, just maybe, James McLean can come on and score a winning goal. I'm calling it. Don't shoot the messenger. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And I will talk to you tomorrow after the game. Fingers crossed we get the win. Peace.